This is the Wilderness Scout 3 from Fire Creek Forge. The knife is completely handmade in Potlatch, Idaho. Right out of the box it looks like a great knife, so I'm going to go wring it out. Here are the specs on the knife. Blade length is 5 1/4 inches with a 10 1/4 inch overall length. Blade thickness is 5/32 and it's 80 CR V2 steel. It's got a full flat grind. It's been heat treated for edge retention and blade toughness with a target hardness of 60 to 61 RC. It's a full tang knife, and this handle is canvas micarta. It's secured with loveless bolts and epoxy, and there's a lanyard hole right there. The sheath is sturdy. It's made out of 7/8 ounce full grain leather. It's got a D-ring for a dangler attachment, which I like very much. This is how I carry most of my knives. I'm going to clip this onto my belt clip and it's going to work really well. Now this is kind of a thickish blade to be a very good slicer, but we're going to try it out on this cantaloupe and see what happens. Well, I guess that's pretty good. The knife's spine is important. I like a sharp 90-degree angle there, kind of like on an ice skate, because then you can use it for processing tinder and other tasks. I used an LT Wright Genesis to demonstrate how a spine can really work if it's sharp and ground correctly. The Wilderness Scout was not sharp enough to really process tinder, and it wouldn't spark a ferro rod. The Scout worked great inside, but it's designed as a wilderness tool, and for me that means it has to be a good hunting knife. I took it along on several deer hunts this year, and here's what I found. The knife worked very well for the initial gutting of the animal. I used a variety of grips on the handle, but the handle never got slippery. The steel in the blade stayed sharp, and the knife never lost its edge. I particularly like the heel on the blade because it keeps your hand from sliding up on the blade. All in all, I had to get really nitpicky to find something I didn't like about this knife. So do you need a Fire Creek Forge Wilderness Scout 3? I think it's a great knife and a great investment. If you're outdoors much, you really can never tell what kind of environment you might end up in. If you're looking for a solid knife that can serve you well under a variety of conditions, you need to check out the Wilderness Scout 3. This is Survival Common Sense. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.